My name's Jeremy Charlesworth. I am with KAO USA, and I am a national account manager currently for our Amazon and Club business, but also was formerly on the Walmart business. Prior to KAO, I had worked for Nielsen as a consultant for Procter and Gamble on their innovation. So directly calling on Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's Warehouse, Amazon. And then through the trade role, I have called on almost all other big CPG retailers, so like Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, even the smaller ones like Publix, Harmon, um, Ahold, HEB. So many different retailers have I either been involved in developing strategy or been involved in direct selling to them one way or another. Because of that foundation I have within the Nielsen and within the training that I've had, data is always central to decision making and is how I was brought up. But what I found is that data is strong for some and not for others. And so with the data, I think that's what is the unbiased decision maker when you're looking at the data. Now there's always nuances to data and context, but if you have a team that can really look at the total picture of the data, you can really come out with some strong insights and make faster decisions and better decisions when you're leveraging that data. It's really a superpower, and the teams that can leverage data the best are going to be the ones that are going to win. When you think of data and like Cal being a smaller company, that's really the white space is the automation, right? In manufacturing, everyone's talking about getting robots to replace the labor, right? Making it more precise, there's less errors, and then you also get kind of you don't have to worry about so much the labor market. And although, a robot may not be able to replace all that I do, there are certain repetitive tasks like with data and pulling data and analyzing just generic data that I think is a real opportunity for small companies like mine. We don't have infinite headcount. We have lots of things that we need to get done, and we need tools and automation to help us get there. And so that's one thing I've loved about Stopwatch in general. It's an opportunity to add an analyst without actually having to add headcount. And it's an opportunity to streamline things, allowing us to connect with other partners in the network and just talking about the issues that we're facing of the day. I can spend that time actually thinking about what is the future of my business going to be? How am I going to grow it? What are those plans I'm going to implement? Instead of trying to figure out what is, how to get the data to tell me all that stuff. And I think that's the power of the data and why I feel like Stopwatch has been a huge asset to me and my team. What I would say is we're very siloed. And so from a cross-functional standpoint, that's been the biggest challenge as Amazon has grown. We've literally had to set up a separate team that bypasses a lot of the processes in order to make it work. And so when it comes to the data sharing, we're just getting into the very beginning level of data lakes and things like that. And we're starting to see the progress, so momentum is building. Part of it is we're just moving so fast and we're so lean, right? As we talk about, everybody needs to be so productive that sometimes doing the cross-functional sharing, whether it's through data or in other means, sometimes is a second priority to what your main job is, and sometimes it gets dropped off. And so you have to have those coordinating functions that allow you to kind of do that, or you have to have the systems in place to allow you to do that. And I'd say within Cal, we're starting to get there. We're starting to get there. We're starting to have the functions created to allow us, and especially from e-commerce is it's a whole new world, and requires different things than what we're used to. So it's kind of convincing everybody that change is needed is hard. And then once you get the convincing, it's becoming, well, what's the right solution? And there's I'll tell you there are some things we've tried in the past that didn't work out very well, and so and the investment unfortunately is a sunk cost. And now there's other things like where we've built very start off very small Stopwatch when I was on the Walmart team, and that's worked out very well. And so that's something that's now allowing us to, although it's primarily used within our function, it's starting to allow us to have some of those different cross-functional conversations than we had previously been able to, just because it quickly gave us data and info that was easy for us to pass along.